I'm everything.
Got you.
I deal with the Africans, the Haitian, every Caribbean, the Americans,
Mexicans. Shout out.
You know, the Asians. I deal with everybody, but definitely one Caribbean for sure. That's my motto. One Caribbean. I definitely push that for sure, 100%.
That's your saying?
Yeah, one Caribbean. Yeah,
Okay.
that. Yeah, that's my hashtag. Yeah, one Caribbean. Yeah.
You.
Yo, what is good? This is your boy PJ and DJP with another episode of the Real Ass Podcast. Make sure you check out our handles here on Instagram, on YouTube, and on TikTok. Make sure you check out our personal handles here at the bottom here, and DJP's right here. But like I always started, DJP, man, how was your weekend? Or how's your week, bro? I mean, tax season's finally finished.
Listen, I ain't gonna get into taxes. Listen, the person I went with, they ain't been in communication, so I don't know, boy. They're gonna be hitting me with everything, penalties, fees, all that.
Man.
Nah, but the return did sound good. I ain't gonna lie, so I ain't tripping. But other than that, dog, it's been normal, dog. I'm ready to. I don't know, I'm chilling, dog. I'm ready just for the summer to hit, Bill.
I feel like that's like the most thing that everybody's waiting for is like the summer to like bang, bro. Like I'm staying inside till summer.
No, listen, because I saw this thing where it was saying how they want the. You remember the video with Ja Rule and Ashanti? How it goes, I wanna be your chick. Everybody say they want a summer like that because last year was trash, bro. Last summer was horrible, bro.
I'll tell you my thing, but why was it trash for you, bro?
Nothing happened.
Exactly.
I was just like, this is nothing happened, dog.
And like the events that did happen, they weren't hitting, bro.
Yes, exactly, dog. But dog, speaking of events, though, bro.
Speaking of events,
we got a special guest today. I'm gonna say this is probably gonna be one of our most organic episodes for the simple fact of he's a friend of a friend. I've known of him for 3 years. We probably had simple mutual hey, what's ups, a little bit of conversation, but I actually get to learn who this guy is in real time. So he is the creator of Execs Entertainment. I say that we're kind of in the same circles when it comes to the whole Afrobeat movement, but I think that he's way more than that. But I'm gonna let the man entertain. I'm gonna let the man introduce himself and let people know who you are, bro.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? San Diego family, what's up? I go by the name of Trini Mack, if you don't already know. Yeah.
That's it, dog. Well, hey, dog, welcome, bro.
I'm here. I know, I'm here for a while, so take it slow, you know?
yeah, we gotta give him the gunshot though,
Run too.
and the horns,
everything,
bro. But thank you for coming to the podcast, bro. We appreciate you. But yeah, DJP, man,
the man came out here with his nice shirt. Looking like Quavo.
Let's put another shirt. I feel like we underdressed, bro.
Yeah, bro.
we didn't get the memo.
Nah, Trini, dog, what's up with you, bro? How's your week been, dog? How's everything going on? Like I said, every time I see you, it's more like a hey, what's up? But we made this happen. I'm gonna give him credit too, because he mentioned this to me like 4 or 5 months ago.
Oh, really?
Maybe like 4 months ago.
So this was in place already, like
it was in place, but then he actually called me out.
Oh,
I went to Vibes it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I seen him, and he's like, "Hey, bro, one time he wasn't thirsty about it though. He wasn't being nothing because I generally just forgot."
Yeah.
So he's like, I said, "Hey, bro, podcast." I did not forget. He's like, "I did hit you up." I said, "No, you didn't." He showed me like, "Nigga, I hit you." I was like, "Oh, he did me up." So I appreciate you. Hey, I apologize on that. We be getting busy, but I'm glad you came. But dog, like I said, dog, most people. The thing about him, Johnny. To me, he don't speak a lot. So it's like, I don't know him like that. I don't know him like that. So we're going to find out today. But, bro, what's up with you, bro? How's the week?
Chilling, man. Been busy week right now.
What does that mean?
What's a busy week for you?
You know, right now it's just all about Next to Naked, you know.
Hey, what we got to talk about?
Sleep, breathe, Next to Naked. You know, right now that's what it's all about right now.
Speaking of Next to Naked. Speaking of Next to Naked.
May 17th. If you don't have a ticket yet, please go and get tickets. You already know it's going up, you know.
But, so do the people a favor. Explain Next to Naked, what it is. Because I've been to them and they fire, but I want you to let people know what it is, bro.
Well,
and can I ask you a question? If it's a brother like my skin tone and loud.
Oh yeah.
No, but like before you get into it, like And
Yeah, of
people
course.
really
It's-
feel that way,
It's
bro.
for
Like
everyone.
honestly,
It's for everyone. It's yes, it's a Caribbean event, but just like with Carnival and anything else, you know, if you ever experience that, you ever travel the world, you're welcome. You know, people from all parts of the world indulge in Carnival. You know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
big
facts.
facts.
I got you.
It's one thing that, you know, we love to share our culture. That's
Yeah.
what we're about. Yeah.
Love that, dog. But yeah, dog, break it down. Let people know what Next Naked is, because it is coming up. When
What
is
can
it?
we expect,
Is it
man?
May 17th?
May 17th. Saturday,
When I
May
walk
17th.
when I
Get your
walk through those
tickets.
doors, bro, what am I looking at? What am I seeing? What am I hearing?
Man. So, what was your question?
So when I walk into the Next and Naked, actually that's a good question. Like, is this like indoor, outdoor, club?
So it's definitely an outdoor event. Definitely an
Oh,
outdoor
okay.
event. I want to say it's not your typical event.
Definitely not. Definitely
yeah,
not.
it's definitely not your typical event. To answer your question, bro, Next and Naked, it started off as like we was talking earlier. You said that you've been there since the
Yeah.
first one.
Oh, that was the first one I went to.
Yeah, that was the first ever one back at the mansion.
The man
yeah,
fire, boy.
yeah, that was the first ever one.
Fire.
So Next and Naked, it started off as, you know, your typical brunch. It's actually my birthday
it was,
as well.
Yeah.
It's actually my birthday as well. So you know, it was my birthday party / brunch because I do events, but
Yeah.
that event was kind of like I didn't know what it was gonna be yet when I did it. When I first did it, you know what I'm saying. And then it got to the point where, all right, once I saw the turnout for that event, it was a ticket only event. It started off as you know, limited people, and then it got to the point where I was selling so much tickets where I was like, oh shit, I got a problem.
Yeah.
To the point where,
that's a good problem to have.
Yeah. To the point where I had to go back to the venue owner, like, hey, I know we negotiated on a certain amount of people, but I'm gonna have to up that by another 100 or so.
Damn,
you know?
dog.
And then it was
So
like,
did you have any trouble with like occupancy or like
Oh,
like
yeah.
maxing it out? Like there's a
Well-
certain max, right?
well, it was a private property,
Okay.
so I didn't really have the occupancy issue so much.
That's hard. Okay.
But yeah, as far as like the contract I had,
Mm.
it was only for a certain amount of people because they charge per person.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So it was one of those
Jeez.
things where I was like, okay, how I'm gonna work this out, you know?
Yeah.
It was a pretty penny, but you know, I worked it out, and yeah. So once I saw that, I was like, okay, I'm on to something.
Yeah.
You know, and rest in peace to my brother Bunks. He was somebody that you know, he helped me put that all together, you know, and yeah. And that was it was the beginning of something good, you know.
Yeah.
And then you know, last year, you know, I ran it back. I brought Trinidad Killer,
I remember that.
and then
That was like all white joint, right?
Denim and White.
Denim and White.
Yeah. And at that point, you know, I was like, okay, I got to keep this going.
Yeah, you do.
When I saw that turnout, because at that point, that was like my biggest turnout to this date. So I was like, okay, yeah, it's definitely something I got to keep going. And then, yeah, we're here now. It's 2025, Next to Naked Part 3.
Part 3.
Yeah. If you haven't got your tickets, please get your tickets.
I had that see-through white shirt on, boy. I was freezing that night, boy. I was cold in the mother. I said,
You look
damn.
like Miami Nights.
Boy, listen. I came out there with listen. I had that see-through white tee. Boy, I was looking good, but it was fire last year, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was shocked. I was like, what I like about it too is that they do it in like secret locations.
Oh,
So you really don't know until like
Last
maybe
minute?
the day of. Like the one at the mansion, I didn't know because I think that the theme kind of let you know because it was kind of like some type of like pool party type of thing. But I didn't know where it's gonna be at. Nigga, I pulled up to the house. I said, "Damn, nigga, I said this house is here. I said this house is nice." Johnny, fire, and I thought that was.
it doesn't have a location.
It don't even know location. It's fire.
So you dropped the location like last minute or
Last minute.
Yeah.
Last minute. Yeah, definitely. It's always a secret location. I try to keep it exclusive, you know? And I feel like part of the exclusive effect is like
it makes it feel special.
you're not gonna know where it's at. If you don't got a ticket, you didn't buy a section, you didn't get a table, you're not gonna know where it's at.
I don't lie, dog. It'd be a turn
know?
up, bro. I'll be sitting there like, damn, this. Back to what he was saying. One thing he said is that with him keeping it going, is that I like that it's the event I've been waiting for the whole year. I thought when the first, I was like, damn. I was like, when again? They said next. I said next year.
Damn, you're making me want to fill that FOMO right now,
I'm
bro.
telling you,
Damn.
dog. And then after that, they went to Claremont. I'm like, again?
Shit.
Fire. Now this year I'm waiting again, dog. So we're going to see where it's at this year. But I want to kind of jump back into who you are a little bit more. And we'll get back to Next Naked a little bit later in the pod.
All right, no worries.
So, dog, like I said, man, I've seen you around 3 years. We have a simple mutual respect. We said what's up. I don't know if we met through Messiah, whoever, Maki, whoever, but that's how I know you through them. To me, you always been a cool guy, fresh, the Jordans on, the little jean jacket, you doing your thing.
Versace shirt.
I try.
So, respectfully, I'm figuring out who the heck is this guy. He's so cool. I didn't know that she even ran that event until recently.
Yeah.
So, bro, who are you in the sense of where you come from, dog?
Who am I?
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously everyone know me as Trini Mack. Born and raised in Trinidad and Tobago. Migrated to the U.S. I first touched New York, and that's where I had my first American experience, to say. That was a flat. Well, actually, I wasn't in Flatbush yet. I was actually in Crown Heights first. I used to come on, spend my summers in Crown Heights.
You a BK guy?
Yeah.
Okay, Brooklyn. I see.
Yeah,
Brooklyn. In the house.
Shout out everybody. They don't know what time it is.
Yeah. I got you, dog. So did that? Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, definitely Brooklyn. Spent some time there. Went to high school, and a lot of people don't know this, but that's why I actually started throwing parties at. But we'll touch on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I had my first America experience.
Yeah.
As far as like, you're living in the islands, and it's, one thing you see on TV, but to actually be in America, to smell that and be on the train.
Yeah.
For the first time, and to be honest with you, it's crazy thing. It might sound crazy, I don't know if this in 2025 I could talk about stuff like this, but growing up in Trinidad, I used to think that all of America, everyone was in America was white. Just based on the TV, what you see on TV, Hollywood,
bro.
you think that 99% of America is white. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until you moved, I came to Brooklyn, and I was like, okay, I'll meet some cool ass black people on the block. I met some Jamaicans for the first time. I think I met some people from like St. Lucia, some of different places. You know what I'm saying? For the first time ever. You know what I'm saying? Versus growing up in Trinidad, the only person I ever knew outside of Trinidad was like, I had a friend, Sean. He was from Canada.
Yeah.
And I had like a girl in my class. She was from Guyana.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, outside of that, you didn't see too much. You know what I'm saying? You might see like different races in Trinidad, as far as like Chinese, and you have your Indians.
In Trinidad?
Oh yeah.
I know that Chinese out there.
That's crazy.
Very diverse country.
I know they had that over there,
very diverse country.
How old are you when you came to America?
Well, I started coming to America when I was 10, but when I actually started like living here, like going to school and all that, 16,
you was low key for 6 years.
Yeah.
I feel you. I know it, dog. Being Haitian, I know that right there. But dog, you talk about New York City, bro. I love New York. So, like, is this a complete culture shock for you in the sense of leaving from one coast to another coast?
Oh yeah.
What's the differences for you?
Definitely was a culture shock. Like I said, I was throwing parties in New York, so I was outside. You know what I'm saying?
You on the block?
Outside.
In block parties.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, not even block party. I did some pretty big events, clubs. I did Manhattan, Queens. I did one of the biggest clubs in New York at the time, Amazura.
I heard Amazura.
Oh yeah.
I heard it through battle rap and stuff. He was Queens Flippies or something about Amazura.
Yeah, I did. I have a couple good events under my belt back east. You know what I'm saying? Started off out there, and so when I came here, it was more like, damn, what did I get myself into?
Yeah.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't really know, like, you see Cali and stuff like that, but you never really think about, all right, what is the lifestyle like? You know what I'm saying? As far as like, versus living in New York, versus on the other coast, until you actually get here. And then it's not LA, it's San Diego.
Yeah.
San Diego and LA, two different things.
Completely different things.
Completely different things, bro.
So for me, it was like, all right, cool. I'm here. First, I have to realize there's no more corner stores.
Yeah, no bodegas, no more chopped cheese.
No more chopped cheese,
no
bro.
more-
Yeah.
No more corner stores. The store closed early.
Yeah.
You gotta go to Walmart for everything. Yeah, stuff like that. So then I was like, okay, all right, cool. Then I had to realize the club scene was different. Everything closed at 2
Boy,
o'clock.
I tell them
bruh.
East Coast,
Yeah.
but that thing be like 6, 7 a.m. I'm gonna say 6 a.m. in Florida.
Yeah.
Feel on that?
Bro, when DJP told me like y'all close at 2, I was like, what time y'all close? He's like, we don't close till like 5, 6 in the morning.
I already
right?
late, dog. So, I'm gonna ask you a question before we take it to California. I went to New York. I've been to New York, man, about 3-4 times. I never can find a nightlife. I can never find like
In
a
New
club. Like it's always seemed like they always say you have to know somebody,
Oh, like to get the good clubs.
like a bouncer, not a bouncer, but some type of like promoter. So I've been in Manhattan, bro. There was this
Yeah.
little Afrobeat thing they had. There was popping. I'm like, damn, like I don't be seeing clubs. So can you name besides Amazon? What is with the nightlife? Because it just seemed like you have to know somebody to find a party over there. It's like New York. New York is just more bars. Fire bars too, though.
Well, so all right. So in my day, so when I was doing parties from like, I would say like 2008, 2009, 2007, around those times. So I started off actually doing basement parties first. You know what I'm saying? Because within the Caribbean community, that's the norm. You know
That's
what
the
I'm
deal.
saying?
Yeah.
A basement party?
Basement parties.
What's
like-
a basement party?
So basically, in New York, you got most places got a basement. So either your apartment building got a huge basement that could fit probably like 300 people in there, or you got like you might find like somebody got a. For me in my case, it was this guy named Troy in Canarsie. He basically he turned his basement into like a little venue space. You know what I'm
I
saying?
got you. Yeah.
What?
And at the time, I was like 17, 18 at the time.
That's
I was
crazy.
like, man, fuck this shit. We about to run this up, you know? And
Yeah.
I went to him and I was like, he gave me a shot. And I was like, he's like, I'm going to give you the door. You're going to have the bar. I was like, all right, this is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
He like, this is how much I want. I don't remember how much he charged me at the time, but I was like, all right, cool. I'm on to something. So we had actually formed Execs Entertainment today actually used to be Young Execs
I'm
at the
glad
time.
you brought that. Yeah.
Today? Like actually today?
Yeah, so now it's Execs Entertainment.
Nice. That's like an anniversary pretty much.
But before that it was Young Execs Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? That's why I started with my boys back in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? And at that time, we needed a spot, and I was like, okay, I had a homegirl named Crisis. Shout out to Crisis, whoever it is. Big up yourself.
Shout out Crisis.
Shout out Crisis.
Yeah, she was already on the scene. She was big on the scene because she was a dancer. Them days it was like about shata dancing and bruck up and all that. So she was big on the scene. So she knew she had connections.
Yeah.
And she was the one that like put me in touch with the spot. She's like, yo, we got the spot, come through on a Friday. Da da da. I was like, all right, cool, we gonna go.
Yeah.
So I started going there. Then I was like, I could make some money here, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, holla at my boys and shit like that. I was like, yo, if we're going to do a party, we got to come up with a name.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? And at the time, we all had to figure we had a boss mentality.
Yeah.
So that's why we was like, yo, we execs. But you didn't just want to be execs. So we was like, we're going to be young execs. But the way how we spelt it was YUNG. It wasn't YONG.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? YOUNG. It wasn't YOUNG. It was YUNG. You know what I'm saying? And the reason for that, because there was already like a Young Chow and I think it was Young Essentials at the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we was like, okay, we got to be a little bit different.
I feel that.
So
bro.
that's why I wanted to come up with Young Execs.
So just going on the Young Execs. So you're Execs Entertainment.
Execs.
So
Entertainment,
what's your role and like what are you like you play? What's your your part in the Execs Entertainment? Like what do you do with like the team?
Well, I wear many hats. As of right now, too, it's like foundation is key, and it's hard to really build that foundation team, especially being in like a place like San Diego. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So yes, I wear many hats. I promoter. I do my own marketing.
Yeah.
You know, I invest. I do it all. You know what I'm saying? I have people around me that play certain parts, but for the most part, you know, I make the calls and I make the decisions. And
You the president.
yeah, you know, CEO. You know,
So with the like executive
Yeah.
entertainment, that was like upgraded, started here in San Diego or back home?
So it actually started in New York. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's where the foundation started from. You know what I'm
And it
saying?
grew from there.
It was young execs. You know what I'm saying? And then I got here to California, and it was like, okay, I'm gonna chill for a bit because I wasn't really on the party scene. Like I said, stuff closed at 2:00.
Yeah, trying to get invested in that.
I got a question for that.
I'm like, where's all the Caribbean people at, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, now I'm gonna just fall back. You know what I'm saying? So I chilled for a few years. I just used to party and go support people.
Yeah.
I was big on that. I was like, okay, somebody got something Caribbean going on, I'm going.
I feel like that's where
Whether it was
LA.
LA, it was somewhere in San Diego, I was there. You know what I'm saying? I make sure I was like, okay, I'm gonna go support. Even though I'll go by myself.
Yeah.
I'm going.
I'm gonna support.
Take a 2-hour drive to LA.
You're in there.
I'm going support because you know.
Yeah.
That's where we come from, culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
I'm with you. I get it. I'm with you.
And I was like, okay, I'm gonna chill for a bit, and I ended up getting to the point where being outside in San Diego, you know, you get to realize, okay, there's a community here.
There is, bro. It's not like LA, the community.
Nah,
bro.
that community kind of just started.
Like that, yeah.
So when I first came, it was kind of low key with that.
It was, bro. It kind of grew now, right? Like pretty much.
Oh yeah, it's coming together. It's definitely coming together.
Yeah.
And, I feel like there's a few people that play crucial parts in that all coming together.
From young execs, I started back in New York, then you come over here, and then you're executive entertainment, bro. So just the transition from partying in New York coming to San Diego, bro. What was the experience like that? I mean, it's got to be a big difference, especially the culture and everything, bro. So how was the experience, and how were you able to adjust and adapt?
Well, first off, it took me 2 years to adapt. It took
I'm
2
with you
years
on
to get
that
assimilated. Yeah,
I was like, man, I can't get used to this shit. Like, nah. I was like, what is going on? You know what I'm saying?
On that part.
Yeah.
And then when I first saw the potential in San Diego,
a lot of potential, bro.
it was this guy, Top Ranks. You know, Top Ranks, big up yourself, you know. Top Ranks, yeah, he was a guy. He was putting on events, and I was like, okay, this kind of look like what I'm used to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This is what I know.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
You.
I was like, all right. I was like, okay, San Diego got some potential. All right, okay.
Yeah, so you got like a little inspired by them, right?
Yeah, I got inspired. Definitely got inspired by Top Ranks, and I actually gave him a call. I was like, bro, what the budget be looking like to do something like this shit? You know what I'm saying?
Can I like, I don't mean to interrupt you, but because like me and DJP, we want to get into like the event plan space, bro. And you don't have to say this, but I'm very curious, bro. Like, what does a budget look like for stuff like this, bro?
It all depends.
Here he goes. Just give me a number. Just give me the minimum.
Just average with the deposit.
Give me let's say at one of your parties that probably wasn't the most successful. Let's just say have this weekend. What budget you would say, or what's the minimum, like the lowest you've ever spent?
So I don't really do club events. You know, when I do an event, I put on a full scale
like
event,
a full function.
So it's production, it's booking the talent, it's a lot that goes into it. Not just I'm just going to the club and this was the deposit, and nah, it's way more. I'm hiring staff.
Damn, bro.
Hold on, my fault. With you from that question, I like what you just said. You said you don't like book. You say you don't book. You said something about not booking just at a club. Mm-hmm. I noticed when I went to Next to Naked, these are typically it's either at a mansion, it's either at a random place that is not a club. Mm-hmm. What is your reason for not doing the club thing? Because I honestly, personally, bro, I've had a good time in both, but I have more fun at the functions versus the clubs. So what do you see as the difference in that? Because sometimes with the functions, it could be in the daytime.
Yep.
I like it better in the daytime.
Yep.
It could be sometime at night. Like vibes, let it be a 3-day weekend. Niggas off on Monday. It be fire.
The Sunday event, bro.
Sunday event.
Woo.
But for you, what do you see in the difference of why you don't typically do the club versus the functions? Like, what is the difference for you?
All right. So the first thing with the whole thing is like, it started off as experience.
Mm.
It's an experience. So the first event that I actually did here in San Diego, like on a major scale, I did it with now my ex partner. We it was an event called Stinking Pink.
Stinking. I never heard that.
Yeah.
What year was this? What year was that?
Oh man,
No,
this
don't
was
worry
like
about it.
2020. This was like 2021.
All right, okay.
Pre-COVID. Pre-COVID.
March 2021. You know, and yeah. So that was like first full scale event, full production, full promote. That's me with first stepping out as a promoter.
Yeah.
Like really on a big time. We did a couple of things, like a couple collabs and stuff like that. Like we did a collab with Next Gen. We at the time there was DAS Fridays. We did the New Year's collaboration. Was like all the promoters in San Diego, as far as African promoters and Caribbean promoters. We all came together into the New Year's event. You know, so we was a part of that. And then it's like, okay, now what?
Yeah.
You know, so we popped out with Stinking Pink, you know, and that was the beginning of that was some beginning of something good, you know, and now today it's known as Rose Soiree.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's known as Rose Soiree now. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we're gonna take a break real quick. We're gonna come right back. I got so much more deeper to get into.
Yeah, same, bro. Yeah.
This is gonna be a
That's good.
nice
good.
long episode.
Yes.
So we'll be right back. We'll see you guys in a few minutes. Peace.
Peace. Yo.
Welcome back to another episode of the Real Lab Podcast. We got Flying J, we got Trini Mack in here today. That boy looking like 2 Chainz. But let's get back to this conversation we're having because I wanted to get deep into it. So Trini, bro, I understand you came from New York. You did your first, pretty much that's where you kind of got your wings at a little bit. You kind of grew, then you came over to San Diego.
There you go.
Now there's a lot of other, and I don't see it this way, but I like how you speak about unity, about people supporting each other. So I know from the Afrobeat community, at least I'm going to say that, maybe you don't classify yourself in that, but I know you got stuff like, you know, Global Therapy, Afro Mantis, Afro Panda, you know what I'm saying? And now with you, Exec Entertainment. So beyond them, do you feel like when it comes to events, it's like a competition for you? Do you feel like that there's any obstacles that you got to kind of go through? Because what I've been noticing, I'm not going to say no events, but there's events where it's like, there's one Thursday, there's one Friday, there's one Saturday.
Oh, good question.
And dudes get burnt out by that, bro. So how do you feel like that? Do you feel like that there's any obstacles, or do you feel like, you know, everything kind of just works out well because you guys are all working together at some point?
Okay. Well, first off, I'm everything.
Got you.
I deal with the Africans, the Haitian, every Caribbean, the Americans,
Mexicans. Shout out.
You know, the Asians. I deal with everybody, but definitely one Caribbean for sure. That's my motto, one Caribbean. I definitely push that for sure, 100%.
That's your saying?
Yeah, one Caribbean. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's my hashtag. Yeah, one Caribbean. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely believe in that. Yeah, but getting back to what you asked, there's a lot of struggles and difficulties within this industry. One thing I say would be in for example, the demographic. San Diego is not so much of a known for a Caribbean and African community, you know what I'm saying? So we're not really known for that. So that was one thing that, you know, getting everybody together, come at one spot, I feel like that was the first thing, but social media definitely made that that transition possible because of Instagram and, you know, Facebook, and it created a whole community. And then once everybody started coming together, it was like, okay, yeah.
Well, I got you. So, like I said, again, I'm kind of going a little deeper. So, like I said, with you, because I'm just discovering that you do this stuff now, it's like I said, I feel like, I don't know, you just always seem chill. You never seem like you're too stressed about it, bro. But I feel like I've seen other I don't want to say stressing, bro, but I feel like they're very dependent on like they're very worried about who's coming. But you gotta just seem like, nigga, I'm about to throw this event and niggas that know niggas are coming. Like, you just always seem laid back about it. Like, you don't ever seem like you too worried about the numbers. It's almost like you just know, like, you like, niggas is coming.
Yeah.
So, where does that come from? Is it just the fact that you have a good rapport with people from LA here? Or is it just more like, because you don't throw as much events? Because I don't think you throw a lot of, at least I don't know that you don't.
No. So, I definitely try to, when I do exclusive, I'm exclusive all around. So
Got you.
You're not about to see me doing an event every Friday at the club or even a day party or anything like that. You're not gonna see that. But what I can say is like, all right, yes, I have a big support from LA. LA, you guys support me so much. I love y'all. Appreciate LA.
Shout out to LA.
Yeah, shout out to LA for sure. That's always gonna be my home away from San Diego.
Gotcha.
Besides New York.
Mm-hmm.
LA is that's second home. They definitely support, they definitely show that love that we need, you know what I'm saying? Especially when, for me, putting up the kind of money I gotta put up to do an event, that's something that I feel like we need everybody. So people actually fly in for my events and stuff like that because I market. That's the way I do my marketing. Market to the entire United States. You know what I'm saying? So I try to kind of make my event like a destination event.
Damn.
So you got people come from Houston, Florida, New York.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then tying into what you were saying, why am I so comfortable? Because there's a lot of planning that go into the shit behind the scenes.
I got you.
As far as like booking the talent, I'm getting the top of the top. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna see this person on your average day.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So from either the DJ, last year I brought an artist as well as a big DJ cast, and that was like okay. I brought the artist Trinidad Killer, and that was his first ever time in California.
Yeah,
wow,
his first time ever performing. So people are gonna come out because guess what? They ain't never seen him perform.
Never seen it like that.
He just got to the United States. You know what I'm saying? I was able to land the deal. Got him to sign the contract. I was like, okay, we on. You know what I'm saying? And then, first to bring him to California. So
let me ask you a question on this then. So, do you think you have more success because you throw the events like a blue moon?
Yeah, I was about to ask. Yeah,
because sometimes I love that. When I first moved there, bro, 2017, there was no Afrobeat Caribbean or whatever that you're doing.
It wasn't as big. Yeah,
it wasn't as big as it was.
Yeah,
but now I enjoy having it, all the time. But do you feel like sometimes it can get oversaturated, like in the sense that
competition,
people are just throwing too many events too fast? Like, for example, like let's say you threw, like, sometimes they have events on the same day.
Oh,
and I'll be like, damn, like, okay, I'm gonna go to this event at 3 p.m. until 9, then I'm gonna go to the second one at 10:30 till 2
for afters.
I burnt out. So how do you feel about that, or what do you have to say to that?
Okay, so, well, put it like this: San Diego, like I keep going back to, it's a numbers game.
Okay? I got you.
So for somebody like me, I got to pull from everywhere.
Yeah,
okay? But like if you're talking about on a regular basis, like what you're talking about, I would say, it will be difficult because if you're really talking about making money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think about it like this. Look at the economy right now. Let's start there.
Sheesh, bro.
All right, let's start there.
Yeah.
The economy is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? People are making money. Even the trappers, people that trap, the hustlers, they're not making the money how they used to make money.
Everyone's living check by check, bro. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you look at you got to look at it from a business standpoint first.
You're like focus on the tickets at that point,
right?
The price of tickets, right?
Well, not even price for tickets. You're looking at demographic first. You got to look at numbers.
Okay.
It's a numbers game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The more people you have, it equals more people spending money equals more revenue.
Gotcha.
It's a numbers game. Okay? San Diego is not LA. It's not New York.
Yeah.
It's not Miami.
It's hard. It's harder to probably pull, right?
Sorry?
it's hard. It's probably like because like I know I live in LA. I know the LA scene, bro. Like I feel personally, it's like probably, and I'm not in the scene in the industry, but I feel like personally, it's a little bit easier to pull like the crowd or the audience to your event rather than San Diego. Just speaking of experience, but like San Diego, besides the Afrobeat, it's got like a lot of like different
little pockets,
exactly. But like so with like Afrobeat, I didn't even hear Afrobeat because like just random. I heard it through Danielle, and then Danielle heard it through someone else, and he attended events.
No, just like him, I knew about it, but when I moved here, I'm like, it ain't here.
And
when I heard Afrobeat back in like 2017, like Whiskey and them, it wasn't big.
It wasn't.
That mofo got big, like it was already growing. But I think after pandemic, it was like nigga, T.Y. Savage, Wiz, Burna Boy, Davido, Rima. I'm like, these dudes is all over. I'm like, God damn, this mofo big now. So now I'm looking for it, and I didn't, and then that's when I finally found it.
Yeah.
So that was what I said. But my fault, bro. Go ahead, back. What you saying though?
No. I was just saying. So like with San Diego, I just like you guys talking about pockets, like. How were you able to like? So my bad. Going to the question back what I was saying. So LA, do you feel like LA has more of an easy audience to spread the Afrobeat, or is it like San Diego? Because I noticed like San Diego took a couple years to develop.
So LA again, it's a numbers game. So LA is a bigger population.
It's bigger, right? Than
It's
San
a bigger
Diego
population than San Diego. And then when we talking about now, it gets smaller when we talking about black people. Now it gets smaller when we talking about Caribbean people.
Yeah, I got you.
African. Now it gets smaller. Well, Afrobeat has made a standpoint to the point where everybody listen to Afrobeat.
Now everybody want it.
Now
everybody want it. Now,
Afrobeat is in there.
It's in.
You have every race and creed.
Facts.
They listen to Afrobeat.
Yes.
It's not Afrobeat is actually taking over dancehall.
Oh yeah.
Soca.
I don't hear dancehall no more like that.
You know what I'm saying? Afrobeat.
Compa all that.
That's why for me now, I had to embrace that immediately because at the point where I was like, okay, if I'm gonna be doing events, and I'm doing events for everybody, I have to always incorporate what the people want.
You gotta cater to at least some to everybody.
Yeah, so I'll always have an Afrobeat DJ on my lineup. You're always gonna see that. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, hopefully, I could get to the point where I'm actually doing Afrobeat artists. You know what I'm saying? But that's something something to come.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Afrobeat that's what it is, and it's something that everybody embrace, everybody accept, and it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now that Afrobeat is taken over, it's like, okay, it's there, but again, we have that problem with demographic. San Diego.
What do you saying demographic? What you mean by that? I know what you mean, but I want you to say it.
The population in San Diego is predominantly white and Mexican.
That's what I want you to say.
It is true.
You can't wear a show like that and not say it.
I've never been anywhere in the world where I can say I'm a minority until I moved to San Diego. I feel like I'm a minority.
I got you.
You know?
Okay, I got you.
I go to the Latino clubs and stuff like that. And like the LA scene, bro. It's all hip hop, bro.
Yeah.
It's all hip hop. It's nothing crazy and stuff like that. So coming to the Afrobeat scene, like I feel very welcome in there, bro. And like just coming from my first event, bro. Daniel introduced me to a lot of people, bro. I got so much love, bro, and like so much welcome, bro. So like with Next to Naked, like is that something that people can expect as well?
Oh yeah. Going back to like I said, I'm Trinidadian, so Carnival is my first. That's my first experience, my first love, my first everything. So I've always known to welcome foreigners. Come on, let's party. Let's have a good time.
Yeah.
We won because we don't look at y'all like, oh, y'all different. We look at everybody the same. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for us, it's an easy transition. Or at least for me, easy transition. Like okay, it's Mexicans here, it's Filipinos here, it's Belizeans here, Jamaicans here. I fuck with everybody. Like it was easy for me. Like you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna ask you a question.
And being an immigrant myself, hey. We all family, you know what I'm saying?
I love that, bro. I love that.
So being Haitian, I love what you just said. No, for me being Haitian.
With the Haitian flag behind you.
Why do you think when it comes to us outside of America that we're more welcoming to other cultures? Where it seems like in America it's like
it's
Americans tend to say it's like a segregation.
It's an isolation, bro.
Because I'm gonna say like California is very united. On the East Coast, I'm from Florida, bro. So you got pockets of Haiti, you got your Puerto. We all cool, but everybody stay within they. Like for me to walk with you in certain places, everybody gonna be welcoming you, but it ain't gonna be like how it is here.
Yeah.
So when you go to Carnival, for example, like he's saying, nigga, everybody's welcoming. Nigga. You get your little freaking outfit. All the girls gonna get their little outfit on, and you vibing. So why do you think being Trinidadian that that is with when it comes to us, like the Caribbean? Like, why do we just accept everything? And why do we want? And honestly, when the white people go there, Mexicans, whatever, we want them to turn up the most.
You're like, you're not drunk. We're gonna get you drunk.
Yeah, we want them to turn up. So
Yeah.
why do you feel like we're like that when it comes to the?
So I think a lot of that has to do with the way we was raised.
Yeah.
First and foremost, you know what I'm saying? For me, because like I said, I wasn't born here. So certain cultures and stuff like that, I wasn't exposed to that till later on.
Yeah.
So I could only speak from me being born and raised in the islands. You know what I'm saying? Growing up in the islands. You were never taught to look down on somebody,
Facts.
or you know what I'm saying,
That's hard, bro.
we didn't. I mean, we have racism because, like I said, in Trinidad we had the two major at that time. Because now it's a little bit different, but at that time it was predominantly blacks and Indians.
Yeah.
So we had our
Indians in Trinidad?
Indians, yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. So their ancestors are from India.
Okay.
You know, that's come from indentured slave trade and all that stuff. So we have Indians there. You know
Crazy.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like from India. You know, that's their back. So that's where our roti, that's what our main dish is called, roti. That's something that came from India, and then it got to Trinidad, and then we put our own little touch in it, our own spices in it, and then it blew up to one of the I think the number one food in the world, in my opinion.
Hell nah. Haiti right there with you. After you talking about
We can take a poll.
Hell no. Hey,
roti
this is the
or some black rice.
Wait,
Let's
wait,
talk
wait.
about it.
Hey, I'm impartial.
You're right.
Roti or some
Hey,
fucking black rice.
we got a question
We can
for
talk
y'all.
about it.
We got a
Trust
question.
me, I love Haitian food. Trust me, I grew up in Flatbush, you know, so I know Haitian food. But when it comes to the food talk, we ain't gonna talk about Trini food is the best. I can't argue that. There's no argument. We can take a poll, whatever you want to do. I would give away 5 tickets right now.
Okay.
He said, hold on. Go.
All right. Trini just offered 5 tickets, right? We're gonna take a poll, right? There's no right or wrong answer. If I'm right, listen. If I'm right, they get the 5 tickets. Whoever.
Take a poll.
If you're wrong, you give me a free ticket, right? All right. Here's the question.
Say it again.
Here's the deal. I think Haitian food is the number one food or Caribbean food.
Number one Caribbean. I'm
no,
saying
I'm
Trinidad food, number one Caribbean food in the world.
Okay. I go back.
We're talking about Caribbean. Number one.
Okay. I think Haitian
Haiti
food
up there, but
I got you. I think
you gotta
Haitian
get Jackie jackets. You gotta get Jackie
Let's
jackets.
go. I think Haitian food is the number one Caribbean food. We're gonna take a poll. Let us know what you guys think between Haitian food and Trinidadian food. If Haiti has more, we'll give away 5 tickets.
Alright.
But if it don't, But if it don't, you know what? I'll buy 2 tickets from you.
Alright.
Oh, there you go.
Alright.
I'll buy 2 from you.
Oh, let's see this. We have a deal. You're gonna buy 2 tickets from me. If Trinidad wins, you're gonna buy 2 tickets from me. If Haiti win, I give away 5 tickets.
Hold on, let the Mexican say it. Let the Mexican say it. Look at it.
Tickets
Okay, hold on. Let the Mexican say it. I'm impartial. So
Let's shake.
put it, shake it right now on the camera. Look at it. Shake. Okay. If Haiti food wins, we get 5 free tickets. If Caribbean food wins with my boy right here, Trini Mack,
I'm telling that Trini food gonna win. I'm telling you.
Right.
No. I'm sorry.
No.
Hold on.
I
haven't tried Caribbean food, but I have Asian food. I'm gonna up it up. We're gonna buy 4 tickets.
Okay, I'm with you.
We're gonna buy 4 tickets on H because my boy DJP is my boy. He's on the podcast. I gotta back him up.
We'll do it better. We'll buy all 5 tickets.
Okay,
We even.
there. So if Haitian wins,
if
if Haitian food wins, we get 5 free tickets that we're gonna raffle off here on the podcast for you guys, and you can attend the event next to Naked right here. But if we lose in Caribbean food, we will buy
all 5
We
tickets.
will buy all those 5 tickets and still
give them away.
give them away
Give 'em
here
away.
in the podcast. Boom.
There we go. That's promotion. All right, back to what you're saying. I appreciate you saying that. All right, so now I like something that you were talking about because I did cut you off, so let me just bring us back on thing. So I like what you were talking about earlier about like obviously running the events. Me and Flying J have been trying to run our own event, and which we were talking about you during break about trying to get our own thing going on.
Yep.
The thing is that this is no shade. Me and Flying J, we've been grinding, bro, for a year, bro. And we've definitely grown a community in this, starting off with the Afrobeat community, to the point sometimes we go out, people are like, I saw you guys on the podcast.
Shoot.
But my thing is, bro, when we want to do these events and we looking for help, sometimes it's like, nobody's ever done us dirty, but I'm always worried about like, damn, okay, who's being real and who's being fake.
Or who's gonna take advantage of us? Yeah.
So, in you doing what you doing, bro, and you coming from New York and all that, well, you coming from Trinidad, coming to New York, you getting here and you getting into the business, bro. Like, how did you? I'm about to say this. Did you ever experience that where you feel like, damn, okay, these dudes, not saying that they fake, not to be disrespectful, but did you ever feel like people were taking advantage of you? And if so, how did you start to avoid that? Because you growing now, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I can talk about the chain and the t-shirt.
The Versace t-shirt.
Hey, I mean, to be honest, it's not Versace, you know. I don't even wear expensive clothes, you know. I just make things look nice, you know.
I got
but,
you do.
You know, I don't wear expensive clothes. My wardrobe is not expensive budget, you know. I'm not running up in the designer. You're not gonna catch me shopping at Fashion Valley and all that.
Rodeo Drive.
Not against anybody that do that stuff, but for me, it's like
ain't for you.
It's not me, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, I was raised a certain way, and it's like I'm gonna stick to that, you know. I don't really need all that stuff.
I got you.
But,
so back to you. How do you separate the real from the fake?
So for that, think about it like this. It comes down to actions. Okay. You know what I'm saying? A person can say whatever they want, but it's actions.
It's facts, bro. That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about action. So, you know, whatever somebody could tell you, you have to be able to look beyond that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as like, okay, they telling me one thing, but is there anything tangible behind that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for me, especially living here in San Diego, I say, yeah, there's a lot of talkers.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people that do a lot of this.
Real estate salesman, I call them.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of this.
A lot of real estate.
But when it's time to back it up, it's
not there?
Nah, it's not there. But, you know, and then at that point, you know, you got to look within yourself and say, you know what? This person is showing me who they are. I better believe it.
Does that tarnish your relationship with the person in the sense that, because this is what I feel
sometimes.
I feel like sometimes I feel like everybody's trying to grow, and that's what they were saying there. Like, everybody got their grind. Yeah. Like, we started doing our own podcasts, and we niggas is going up. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It ain't nothing crazy. You were telling me earlier that we were talking like how your brand is growing, and I'm proud for you for that.
Yeah.
But I feel like, damn, everybody's trying to grow their brand, so I'd be like, do I really blame them for not being able to uphold what they're talking about? Or
like, at the end of the day, everyone's got to look out for themselves. But like, how much are you gonna look out for yourself where you're gonna like tarnish a relationship?
There you go. Good question.
Hey, to be honest with you, I tell people this: I'm a man before anything else. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Like honor. And
if you want to see change, it start with self, right? Mm-hmm. So, all right, if I'm going to do business, I'm going to do good business. You know what I'm saying? Off top. You know what I'm saying?
Good business is always needed, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But to be honest with you, just like, you know, in biblical times, that hasn't changed. You know, people are still going to be them. They're still going to do them with their best interests at heart.
Yeah.
But they're still also genuine people. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to be able to differentiate who's genuine and who's not. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So working in the industry, like how are like, obviously, you know,
it's cutthroat.
It's cutthroat. But like, how are you able to like decipher, like, maybe you asked that question already, right? Like, who's they decipher? Like,
again, actions.
I had a better question.
You watch somebody, you look at their actions.
Can I go to the restroom? I've been holding this piss so bad. Can I go to like take a quick piss?
No, hold it. One more question for you.
Go.
When it comes to the party industry, bro, give me some of the obstacles you face, like people trying to, like, just things that just go bad.
It's a lot go bad. From you got staff calling out last minute to on a bigger scale. You might not be able to get the main act that you originally wanted. You know what I mean?
Or the DJ might cancel last minute.
Nah,
have you ever had that?
The DJ, they come in actually, I had DJ miss a flight. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, because I usually fly in DJs and stuff like that. But yeah, I've had DJ miss a flight. It happens. You know what I'm saying?
So how do you like react to that? Something like that. So let's say the DJ wasn't able to show up. Like, how do you react to that, bro?
Show must go on. Show must go on.
That's a real answer.
So you like look for someone last minute DJ or something?
Nah, because you already got. For me personally, I usually have like 6-7 DJs on my lineup.
On the loaded. Yeah.
So somebody could easily fill in the slot. You know what I'm saying? My lineup is always going to be loaded. So all right, bet this person can't miss their flight. All right, bet we're just gonna fill up the slots. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody got to play a little bit longer, so be that. You know what I'm saying? So and most of the times they open to it because, like you said, you've been on my event. You see how it is when they feel that energy.
Nah, it's going.
They want to play. Like, bro, they don't want to come off the set.
You do overtime without no pay.
No problem.
You're like pulling them out. Like,
you know what it's like. You know what it's like. If you a DJ, for example, right,
Yeah.
and you play that, right,
Yeah.
and the energy's going.
Like, why stop?
After you get your money, it's like it raises your stock of like, yo, this nigga, yo, bro, he a fire DJ.
You're just building your like portfolio at that
If
point.
I was a DJ and I did Next to Naked and I had a good show, I would expect the next week people looking for me. Because it's good. Bro, you don't understand. Next to Naked is fire, nigga. It's a good
Man,
event.
you making me feel fun. I'm not going to be there. Yo, like, again, we're giving out 5 tickets.
No, we're giving out after the poll.
No, either way, whether we lose or we win, we're giving out those 5 tickets. Yo.
And all they go and sort it out, Trinidad versus Haiti. It's no beef, no nothing.
Nah,
It's all love. It's all love. But I'm not going to be there. One of those tickets are mine. You better enjoy this event right now because I'm not going to be there. The way it sounds, and I haven't even been to the last event, it sounds going to be like a turn up.
You got it. So I got one more question, and then we could start to wrap it up. All right, bro. So this whole day, unlike normally, by now we would have talked about DJs and music and stuff like that, which I didn't bring that up at all the entire time I was talking, bro. So I'm not getting into favorites. I'm not doing that. But as far as for what you're delivering with Next to Naked, bro, are there any DJs that you want to shout out, or is there any specific DJs that you typically need to go to kind of assist? Because some people, they just get random DJs. Not random, but like, you know, the same names. But for what you're doing, if it seemed like a once-in-a-year event, I would imagine you want to bring out not big names, but highly skilled people that you feel is highly skilled. So is anybody that you feel you want to shout out when it comes to that? Or is there any differences of just, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So when it comes to the DJs, you know, how do you feel about that?
Well, I feel like when it comes to the DJs as a promoter,
that too, and the promoters, bro. Because I feel like,
promoters play a key part, bro. Yeah.
Because remember what I told you when I went to New York, bro. The people was telling me that I was staying in Brooklyn, and then I would go to Manhattan, and they would say, "There's clubs, but you got to know a promoter." And I was like, "Okay, F it." And I didn't see no promoter the whole time. So being in San Diego, I see promoters all the time. You have industry night. So when it comes to promoters and DJs, bro, is it a challenge to find those, or like what is it?
To answer your first question, when it comes to like you said, when I want to, as far as my event, I want to go big, you know. And to me, it's like it's a standard I'm trying to set. You know what I'm saying? As far as,
and you said it, goddammit.
If I'm going to be trying to compete with like guys on the East Coast, for example, I look up to a guy in New York City by the name of Corey K. Right? He put on some of the dopest events you would ever be. If you think Next to Naked or something, go to one of Corey K events
in New York.
Saying?
That's in Brooklyn.
Yeah, shout out to Corey K. Okay. Brooklyn. Yeah, Corey K. That's one of the people that I actually look up to and inspire me to stay in this game.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to that, I go big. You know what I'm saying? But I also try to keep the local, but all in all, it comes down to the talent. You know what I'm saying? Talent, again, it's a numbers game. It's not too many of us out here in San Diego, so therefore we don't have that too many DJs. It's a handful of DJs. It's a handful of promoters. It's a handful of people doing events. You know what I'm saying? So as far as the DJ aspect of it, it's hard to actually find a DJ to say like, all right, this is to the caliber of like on a per se an international level, or
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? But there are good DJs here right now. Well, we lost two. We just lost two really good DJs. DJ Connect.
Lost them or
no, not lost them in RIP. No, God forbid. Knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Yeah. But no, we lost them in the sense that because San Diego's a military town. A lot of people don't realize that.
Facts.
You know,
a lot of
people come and people go.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So we just had two of our biggest Caribbean DJs / Afrobeat DJs leave, which was DJ Connect and DJ Cooley.
I know
You know what I'm
Connect.
saying?
Do I know Connect?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you met Connect
I know
before.
I know Connect. Yeah, I know Connect.
I'm pretty sure you met Connect before. And these people, I watch these people actually grow as far as DJs. Like over the years, like okay, they stepped the game up. Okay, I bet. But I've always booked them. There's always been on the bill. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a thing for me. It's like whether you trash or not, I'm community first. You know what I'm saying? So whether you at an international level or your mediocre level, if you are a part of the community, I'm gonna try to fit you in some way somehow. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's like, all right, you're not there yet. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give everybody a chance.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? And if it is that you mess up, which I haven't had that yet, where I've gave somebody a chance and it's like they came and mess up. I haven't had that. You know what I'm saying? So it's to the point of, okay, you could take a chance on somebody.
I like that about you, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off, but you seem very optimistic with people.
You give a lot of people chances.
Yeah, I like that about you. And I'm sorry I said that I cut you off, but I noticed, I'm like, this nigga really give people chances. It's like, I appreciate that about you, bro. Because some people are very, I'm not saying anybody I know, but just for even being from Florida, some people are very strict on like, this DJ gotta be dead. I don't care. And it's like, that person, that might not be their specialty, bro. So, my fault, bro. But you keep going, though, bro.
Yeah, so when it comes to that aspect, for me, it's like I don't really have a problem with like picking DJs and stuff like that because it's like it's not too many to pick from. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's either we gonna help each other, build each other up, or you just gonna say, you know, I'm that guy. He's not to the standard, so I'm not gonna book him. Nah,
You
know what I'm saying? It's like there's no point in that. You know what I'm saying? We all here. We in the same trying to figure it out, just like everybody else. So you always might as well just make it happen.
I got you. I'm with you,
know what I mean?
dog. Go ahead, Flying J. That was my last question.
No, I haven't been to one of your events, bro. So I just gotta ask because it's in there.
You need to come.
I will. Unfortunately, I got
this guy. See, I didn't even know he'd been to my first Next to Naked.
Yeah,
he been there last year, and now you about to be there this year.
I was in there. What?
You know what I'm saying?
This will be my third one if I go. This is
part 3. You know what I'm saying? So my birth. This is actually my 4th birthday event.
When's your birthday?
May 17th. So there's a party.
This is your birthday event, bro?
Yeah.
Damn.
May 17th. You know what I'm saying? So this is actually my actual birthday. So
that's fire.
Yeah. So this event, it started off as an event called Quench. You know what I'm saying? This was 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Started off as an event called Quench, and the concept was cool, you know, but I didn't really grasp on it too much. I was feeling it, but I wasn't really feeling it.
You wasn't sold
until Next to Naked, and like I said, RIP to my boy Bunks. Next to Naked. That's how that whole thing came about. Because all right, cool. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a day party, right? I'm gonna do a day party, and then it's like, okay, what you gonna call the party? So he's like, yo, he Jamaican. So yo, just what y'all call this party, dog? You know what I mean? So I was like, bro, I don't even know. I was like, so I started throwing names at him, right? So I'm like, okay. So the main name that was sticking out to me was Daydream.
Ooh, that sounds
you know what I'm saying?
Sound like Vegas.
He's like, I was like a rave, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he was like, bro, if you're gonna come good. Yeah, come with something catchy. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, yo, what we gonna do? I was like, bro, I don't know. Then I said, yo, naked. You know what I mean? Something naked because it was a pool party. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Yeah, it was a pool party. So I was like, yo, I need something naked. You know what I'm saying? Something to push that bikini vibes. You know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, sir. He's like, something already called. There's already a party called Naked. You know what I'm saying? So, that's when he was like, yo, you know what? Next to Naked. Yo.
I like that. That's a hard name.
And I was like, yo, that's it right there.
Fine.
And that's when
you say
next to naked.
You say next to naked.
Next
well,
to naked.
I expect naked women there.
so that's how the whole stripper concept came in.
It's an honest conversation, honest question.
So that's how the whole. So good. I'm glad you touched on that. So that's how the whole stripper. I said exotic dancers.
Yeah, because it wasn't.
Because they're not taking clothes off. No, they're not taking clothes off. No,
Yeah.
They're gonna be sexy, beautiful dancers. You know, specialize in pole dancing. You know what I'm saying?
Exotic dancing.
And exotic dancing, you know what I'm saying? You know, you might see some fire dancers this year. You never know. You know, you got to pop out and see.
They be dancing on that pole, boy.
But it comes down to less is more. You know what I'm saying? So, like, how I'm going to put all this together, because I got faced with the difficulty of not having a pool party, because I was like, okay.
Yeah.
There wasn't a pool?
Yeah. So last year was no pool.
But it was a pool party promotion.
No.
Okay.
But remember, it started off as a pool party.
Okay.
So everybody was expecting it to be
That's
a pool
what I was
party
looking for
again.
too. I want a pool party again.
You know what I'm saying? The pool
Yeah,
party
I
again.
got you.
But for one, I'm like, okay. I looked at the budget. I had to spend like an extra $1,000 just to make sure the pool was heated, for example.
What?
And nobody got in the pool.
You're not lying.
It was like probably like 10 people got in the pool early on in the day.
Wait. What time? What day in the year was this?
This was like
May. It's always in May.
Yeah.
It's always in May.
It wasn't like warm. Like nothing like that. Besides the pool, it
Bro,
wasn't
it was
like
like a Sunday.
San Diego be bipolar now.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It'd be cold one day, hot one day, bro.
It was a Sunday around like 4, and he's right. Nobody got in the pool. I was like, I got in like maybe knee deep.
That's all you do.
That was it.
That's all you do.
Yeah.
Get your feet wet, bro.
So like,
Get your feet wet.
I wasted $1,000 just to make sure the pool was heated all
And no
night.
one got in.
And nobody got in the pool.
But
Especially like once the sun went down, nobody definitely got in. Like people got in the pool, but not to the point where like the whole party in the pool partying and all that.
But let me ask you though, like
it wasn't as aesthetic though.
At a pool party though, like, cause like people go to like vibe and everything. You got an outfit and everything, but like, do
The
people
aesthetic.
even if it's like a warm day, do people still even get in the pool? Cause like, speaking from experience, cause we went to a pool party and I was like, I thought to myself like,
Who's we?
Me and you,
When?
that
That
rooftop one.
Yeah.
DJP don't like me.
I do like you.
Anyways, but we went to a pool party, bro, and like again, it was a nice hot day, but still people weren't getting to the pool.
Black folk don't get in water unless the females get in the water.
Facts.
Black people don't get in the water unless the female get in the
and
water.
Even then, they still not getting
They
in
still
water.
might not get in the water.
Still not getting water.
Niggas got do-rags on. Niggas is not getting in the water like that.
So for me, it was like, okay, this was 2024.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the weather. I'm like, okay, do I really want to spend this money on
was it 24? It was
Yeah,
2023.
no, 2023 was the pool party, but 2024,
Oh, yeah.
2024 was the field.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Claremont.
So I was like, okay, how I'm gonna go with this? I'm gonna get a pool again, or I'm gonna try to do a stage show.
Yeah.
I can't do both. It's either gonna be a stage show or it's gonna be a pool.
You sure run that pool back though? That pool was fine.
Yeah, I know. I thought about it this year too.
Yeah.
But I was like, nah, it's not time yet.
No, I don't blame you, but that pool was fire.
Pool, hey, fun fact, pool party coming though, but I'm gonna leave that for later. I'm gonna leave that for when I drop that and all that.
I got
But
you.
yeah, pool party coming.
Hey,
but
maybe we collab.
hey,
We gonna
like
hold
that.
We can hold it for you. We can hold it.
I got one better for you. It's actually gonna be in LA.
Hey,
Yeah,
we can host,
so
bro. Hey, we can do a little host show for you,
Bro,
Yeah.
we could do a whole show and stuff.
Yeah,
And again, bro, we were
can
trying
do
to do
a pre-show.
we do a pre-show and we were trying to throw an event called Chasing Summer. So if it was a pool party,
No. That's his event. Let him do the event. We'll do our own. Cause I like the way he throw events.
no, you need help, bro. You need help. This like I just when I'm on hearing from you, this is like you can't do it by yourself. Am I wrong?
You can't.
You always need a team. You always need
Always.
like someone to support. So like I'm big on collabs. So I was like, when it comes to the industry, do you feel like you always have to collab with someone like as far as
You need
talent,
investors.
and not only investors, sponsors, the DJs even need to like promote that stuff. Like so, like what's all the trouble behind that, bro? Like, cause I want to throw my own,
That's
my
a
own
good
event, bro.
question, Johnny. Put him on the spot. That mustache growing, boy. That mustache growing, my youth.
Yeah,
That's the difficulty because I think of the I think of the events, bro, and like the trouble behind that, bro. You can already feel it.
Hey,
So for one, there's a lot of moving parts.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And to be honest with you, I've been doing this going 5 years or going on 5 years now in California, but I've been doing it for a long time. But to say that to actually have my first investor and stuff like that, it didn't happen until last year. You know what I'm saying? And that was just based on my numbers. You know what I'm saying? My event going viral. You know what I'm saying? It took some time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it takes a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Well over 20K. You know what I'm saying? It takes some money.
I got you.
I ain't got that money.
But it's worth it though when you do it the right way.
Yeah.
When you do it the right way, it's worth it.
And profit. No, it's like that.
Every person that we bring on, a guest, we started doing this thing with the other people and we like lost it, but now we're bringing it back. I have a quick attack questions. It's about 15 questions. It's either this or that. Don't think too much. Just answer.
It's just the white or black.
Just either I'm gonna ask you this or that.
No explanation.
And you just say the answer to the this or that. Okay. And it's based off club entertainment, club promo. Okay. So you need to answer these questions really quick. Don't think too much. Just answer the two options that I gave you. It's the true. It's a A or B, multiple choice. Ready?
All
All right.
Okay. When it comes to nightlife, promo, club, events, I'm gonna go fast. Ready?
All right.
Day party or night party?
Day party.
A VIP section or dance floor energy?
That's a good answer.
We need to get back to the dance floor.
Okay.
We need to get back. I would say section and all. Yeah, it's cool to be in a section and all that, but we need to get back to the dance floor. The dance floor is where the essence of the party is.
Everything.
Hey,
Especially,
right there.
especially
Everything.
coming from, like I say, come from Trinidad where I know real parties growing up in the East Coast. You know, go Miami every year, stuff like that. Yeah.
305.
Okay. Next question.
Dance floor.
Big name artist or rising local talent?
Well,
No
you
explanation.
can't ask me a question like
No.
that.
No,
Because
quick question, quick
question.
question, just quick.
Nah,
Nah.
a
You want
question
drink?
like that
You
can't
want
be
take a
quick.
shot? You want
Okay,
take a shot?
take a drink. Take
I'll
a drink.
Take a
Take a
drink.
drink.
A
Take
question
a
like
drink.
that
Take a
can't be
drink. Then that's how
quick.
we're gonna do it going forward. All right, take a drink.
Let's go,
Okay.
let's go.
A
Okay,
question
next
like
question.
That can't be quick. But I
Next
still gotta
question.
answer the question though. I still gotta answer the question.
Nah, you gotta get answer. You drink. Okay.
You drink. You can't answer the question. You drink. Next, we're moving on.
Next question.
Okay. Outdoor rooftop vibes or indoor club heat?
Outdoor rooftop vibes.
Johnny, good. You got it.
I feel like anybody over 27, 28 should not be trying to be in no hot, sweaty club on top of each other. I'm sorry.
You
should
hear
not be
it.
trying
You
to do
hear
that.
it here first.
It should not be trying to do. I'm being real. We grown. We grown. We should be outside by 3, inside by 10. I lying? Tell me if I lying.
Trini, relax, Trini.
Tell me if I lying.
Nah, go ahead.
We should be outside by 3, inside by 10.
Jeez.
Hey, go ahead.
Okay. Bottle service or signature cocktails?
Damn, Johnny, question.
Both.
No,
No!
you gotta pick one. You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one.
drink.
You gotta drink. You can't pick both. You gotta drink. Okay.
I'm gonna be biased tonight. I'm getting biased against the section tonight because I want to bring back the essence of the
Ain't no
party.
bias, man.
No, I want to bring back the essence
Ain't no
of the
bias.
party.
Ain't no
I wanna
bias.
bring back the
Okay.
essence.
Maybe I'm saying this wrong, but I'm gonna try. I looked this up. I researched this. Lagos or
Legos.
or Accra party scene?
Honestly, from what I see, both of them is go up and up. But
Drink.
Nigga,
You
drink.
can't say
Legos.
both. Okay.
But I'll take
Legos.
a drink.
Legos.
But Legos.
We gotta start doing that. We gotta drink.
I like Trini, bro. Trini's fire. Bro.
Okay. Here we go. Live DJ set or curated playlist?
Live DJs.
Okay. Afro beats or ama piano?
Oh, Johnny, good question, Johnny.
It's piano and it's I would say Afrobeat because I can't. To be honest, I can't listen to Afrobeat. I mean, I can't listen piano all night, but I can listen to some Afrobeat all night. You know, so Afrobeats.
Afrobeat. Okay. Flashy fit or chill drip?
And you flashy, nigga.
Flash on based off your outfit.
Flashy ass nigga.
Flashy drip or chill drip?
Chill drip.
You ain't
I don't know about
Chill
that.
drip.
Ain't
He
chill.
ain't chill.
Well, you know,
They ain't chill. They ain't
it's the
chill.
first podcast, you know, I had to pop out and show out real quick, you know. I want to go viral, so.
I love the vibe.
I like this nigga, bro.
Let's keep the energy.
I want to go viral, so I said, you know
I
what?
like this nigga Trini.
I don't come out for the ladies tonight. I said, you know what? I don't step out for the ladies.
Trini, I like you.
Because I know if the niggas ain't gonna watch my shit,
Hey, no,
but at
you
least
know
the
what?
ladies gonna watch my shit,
Nigga,
right?
are you
All right.
crazy? Do you know who you are? You a cool nigga, bro.
Hey.
Niggas gonna watch you, bro. Go ahead, fly
Hey.
Jay.
that recorded? I gotta make sure.
Hey.
This is fire. This is
Hey.
fire. You ready for the next question, Trini?
I'm ready.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Weekend takeover or one night banger?
You a one night banger nigga.
We can take over.
What?
You full of crap.
We can take
You
over.
never-
Wait, let him
Weekend, you
explain.
do
Let
one
him explain.
event.
Let him
You
explain.
We
lying.
can take over.
Explain.
Wait. From a person
No,
who
you-
has a
you
1
see-
year event. From a person that has a 1 year
pause.
event.
So pause. I don't push a stamp on this guy right here.
Trini, wait.
So
Trini,
fun fact.
Trini, my youth.
No, listen.
Why you not ever do no event 2 days, only 1 day, not 3 days, 1
Cause
day.
San Diego not ready for that yet.
Okay, go ahead.
If I be real, San Diego not ready for that yet. It's a lot of money. Like I say, if I tell you 20K plus going on in one event, how much you think gonna go into 2 events, bro?
Yeah.
You know, San Diego not ready for that. Now let's say I throw a party on San Diego, could have 1,000, 2,000 people come out, then it makes sense.
Yeah, you're right.
But to say I do 2 events on a major scale, bro, I ain't rich, bro.
But you got 2 day events.
God, honest to God, with a certain budget, and everything it come from sales, bro. You know what I'm saying? It comes from sales.
You
so,
sell merch?
Nah, from ticket sales.
I got you.
And bottle sales. If the party not moving, I make no money, bro.
I got you.
It don't work.
Okay, I got you.
Because it's not like a demographic. It's not like there's thousands of people here where it's like East Coast where it's like, you throw a party and you're gonna have 500 people in your party. You don't even have to promote the shit. You know?
I got you. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jay.
All right, we still got questions. We got some questions. Okay, so a packed club or exclusive crowd?
Pack club.
Hold on, no, you gotta explain that.
Numbers.
He just went through explanation.
No,
he just went through the explanation that he doesn't like going to promoting in clubs.
This is what I'm gonna say about Trini, from what I'm understanding. The way he move in a club, he moves very. I'll be real with you. He's a man's man. I'm not saying to gas him up. The way the nigga move, bro. Even back then, before I knew him, I said what's up to him. He was like, he give me that, but he keep pushing. There ain't no stopping. And so I think he wants the exclusivity, but I don't think it's about certain people. I think he wants everybody to see it like this is an exclusive event. So dress up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not your
so
every
it ain't
week.
just about having 5 people
type
in there.
thing.
He wants 5 people to think. He want 20 people to think like 5 people think. Dress up to your best. The way he came today, he looked nice, right?
Pop out and show up.
What exactly? But what did we say today? We look underdressed, right?
Yeah, we do.
He wants 100 people to think like him. Okay, you know what? It's 100 of us. Let me give him my best. So I think he wants exclusivity, energy. Versus, like, he wants the numbers, but he wants everybody to think the same way he think, and I agree with that. Cause nigga, he be clean. I'm gonna be real with you.
He looking good now.
He look good now, right? So I'm gonna say,
appreciate
you
it,
agree?
appreciate
Do you agree? Do you agree with what I said? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, we're moving on to the next question. Promoting on IG or promoting on TikTok?
Damn, that's kind of the same thing.
IG. Only because I personally haven't gotten into the whole TikTok realm yet.
It's a crazy world, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a crazy world.
So
I
I
feel
would
like
say
it's like
IG.
underage people.
So for me, when in my days, I started off in MySpace. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
Damn.
That's where I actually started promoting parties at.
Damn,
MySpace.
bro.
That's why
You
I had
took
like,
me
I
back
think I
with
had
that
like
one.
30,000 followers or something like that at the time. And MySpace. So at that time, I was throwing parties with no flyers, no nothing. Just straight MySpace.
yeah.
You know, then it go into Facebook. It transitioned to Facebook. And now we at Instagram. And then TikTok came after.
Yeah.
I kind of old in her, you know? So, yeah.
All right, moving on. Okay, here we go. This is a perfect question for you. Hosting or behind the scenes moves?
Behind the scenes.
Okay, that was pretty easy. Dance competition or fashion contest?
Fashion content.
I didn't say that.
Wait. Like, but you're a promo for like.
He's a
like
fashion. Look at this nigga outfit.
yeah, he's pretty fly. You're pretty fly for this one. All right, last question of the night. Late night after party or early morning recap?
Yeah, I never see other parties yet.
I would have to say late night after party. Yeah, it's worth it when you do it the right way.
All right, bro. So this is the end of the pod. This is the part where actually we're gonna do a little different. Is there any shout outs you want to give out to people that you've worked with as far as in your journey? Is anybody that you want to shout out? Is there any advice you can give to people that want to kind of get into the business that you're doing that you can kind of help out a little bit, kind of like us? So this is the time where we give shots, where you give out shout outs, you give advice. What do you got to tell to people that want to follow your steps, you know, and kind of party promoting, creating their own events, their own functions? What do you got to say to that?
Well,
and this your camera right here.
Well, for one, I would say shout out to everybody doing anything out here in San Diego. Afro Panda, Next Gen, Afro Mantis, Global Therapy.
All that.
Shit, Top Ranks Entertainment.
Those are newer than me, Top Ranks and them.
Well, Top Ranks, he actually was the first to actually do stuff on a major level. He was actually the first person to actually put up and bring an artist to San Diego and within the community and all that. Top Ranks, he's a pioneer. We always got to give Top Ranks his flowers.
Nah, I didn't know. Top Ranks, shout out to you, baby. Shout out to you.
Yeah, he's the one that actually, like I said, he was one of the people that actually showed me it's possible here in San. Like I knew what an event looked like. I said I've done major venues at Missouri, stuff like that. Club Remix in Manhattan. Big clubs, you know what I'm saying? I know what an event looks like, but like I couldn't see it happening here in San Diego. There was one person at the time was doing stuff, like Leston, rest in peace. He actually passed away in the COVID.
R.I.P.
So he actually brought the first carnival to San Diego and stuff like that.
Can I ask you a question? I'm sorry to say that. That Soca Fest they have, that's his work?
Soca Fest?
They always do this Soca thing.
Soca Fro.
Soca Fro.
No, so that's actually another OG in the game in San Diego out here. Shout out to him, DJ 4Nav. He's the one that's behind that. DJ 4Nav. He's the one that's like, he's been pushing for the culture. Yeah, he's definitely one of the people that's definitely breaking some crazy boundaries right now.
I've been to it, but I be like, yo, it sound fire, the whole Soca Fro thing.
Yeah, he figured out the formula. He figured it out. He's actually on the road now on tour.
Fire.
He's probably done like I think like 7 or 8 states at this point.
Ooh,
so
I'm gonna say one thing for you. I need out of you at some point. You don't have to do it. I'm just saying it as a friendly jab at you. I need a music box event out of you.
Ooh.
I need a music
box.
box.
You know what's so crazy?
I need one out of you.
You know what's so crazy?
Because you throw honestly, I think he throws the best events. And it's once a year.
They actually reached out to me, and it's like timing is everything for me. I'm about building my brand first, Execs Entertainment, building up Trini Mack and everything else, and I'm actually trying to get into more on the production side, on the event planning side of things, more on the business side of things. So it's more of I can't be 2 places at once. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got you.
So, but I would love to do a music box event. I would love to actually do like a official Caribbean event at Music Box where I could actually show San Diego, because Music Box has a whole different after their market is on a whole other level.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I love going there.
And that's actually one of my goals. That's actually my overall goal is to get to festival. So what you guys see right now is the beginning.
Light work.
The big baby steps to something great.
Because I want to be doing festivals. I want to be able to go back home and do what we call a fete. You know what I'm saying?
That's a Haitian word, fete for party.
We do it a fete.
Y'all say fete too?
Yeah, we say fete. Yeah,
that's crazy.
We might be more similar than we think. But go ahead.
But no. Global Therapies, they have a festival coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard about it, but they got a big.
Yeah, of course. Bro, I hear about everything. Bro,
he's everywhere, bro.
There's nothing. I mean, I be low key with my stuff, but there's nothing going on in San Diego that
nigga walk through like Blade, nigga. They used to walk through the crowd.
You pop out and show people.
Yeah, that's
what you do.
All right. We appreciate you, bro. Listen, we're going to wrap this up, but we want to thank Trini Mack for coming through.
Thanks, Trini Mack, for coming through.
I think this was our longest pod, but I was expecting it. This guy has a lot to say. It's fire, a lot of hesitation. We definitely promote Next Naked.
Next to Naked.
Oh, yeah, Saturday, May 17th.
This is what we're gambling. The 5 tickets that Trini gave us.
If you was on this live today, let's make sure the DM, man.
Again, we're making it clear here. If Daniel wins, we're putting a poll. Is Haitian food better than Caribbean food? If Daniel wins, we get 5 free tickets that we're going to raffle. If Trini wins, we're buying those 5 tickets. Regardless if we win or lose, we're going to give out those 5 tickets to the next event, Next to Naked. My guy Trini, please give us your handle. Where can we find you? And where can we buy tickets to the Next to Naked event?
Yeah, Trini, let us know, baby.
Well, follow me at Forever Mac. Simple. Forever Mac.
Right here at the bottom of him.
FOREVERMACK. You can follow me there.
Bet.
Forever Mac. Follow my business page, Execs Entertainment. Simple. EXECSENT. Simple. Execs Entertainment. And then,
Cool. But again, Trini Mack, thanks for coming, bro. We appreciate you, bro.
Saturday, May 17th. We got Ricky Platinum in the building. We got Young Chow. We got Crossfire from LA. We got Easy B from LA. We got DJ Big Up from LA. And we got our very own DJ Vag. Big up all yourself. All they don't know. Saturday, May 17th.
I said DJ Vag. Somebody said.
Next to Naked. 3rd annual. Trini Mack 4th annual Buddy Bash. Everybody all they don't know is one love, one Caribbean, one Africa. Everybody big up all yourself. All they don't know is love. Love and unity. All let's stop fighting thing and let we come together and build the thing. All right? Peace.
Damn, that was nice. Enough said. Flying J.
Enough said.
Take it out, Flying J.
Beautiful words from Trini Mack. Again, make sure you check out our socials here on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Make sure you check out Trini Mack's Instagram page right here. We'll put the link in the bottom, and just so, because I got much love and the love is flowing right now, we're actually going to put the link in the description to his website to get the for Eventbrite, so you can purchase tickets. Go ahead and check him out right there. Again, Trini Mack, we appreciate you coming around. Make sure you attend the event that is coming up on May 17th next to Naked. It's about to be a turn up. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be there, so you're going to take on my ticket. Make sure you're there. Make sure you turn up and make sure you have a great time. And make sure when you are out there, you say what's up for Trini Mack for me, because my guy right here is turning up.
Yeah, it's my birthday, so say happy birthday.
All right, bro. We out, baby. Let's get it. Flying J, we out. Peace.
Peace.